Hello, my brothers. From the front lines of working with us homos in healing our shame and coming out of the shadows, I'm working with men and in conversation with men every day about the challenges that we all face as gays growing up in this world and trying to tap into, find our power, our light to heal. And in this moment in the world, it is more important than ever that we remember our power, our potency, because we are here to be a part of the change of moving into a new chapter in consciousness. I know this sounds grandiose to some people, and other people probably really get it. You and I were born the way we are as an indicator of the amount of power and potency that we have. And I know that some people may have some challenges with the word power. I do not mean the type of power that's hierarchical, power over, or power of authority in any way. I mean a personal authority, a personal power that is meant to be directed specifically to the gifts that we have, the ways that we are here to express ourselves and to shift the consciousness. So that power and that potency that we have is to show a new way. We have been on the outside for so long, and many of us might still feel that way, and that is a good thing in where we're headed, because we've needed to be on the outside to see the shit show that is not working for anybody. And to be able to see from the outside and say, hello, friends. Now everyone's starting to see, right? This is not working. The way things have been is not working. As we heal as individuals and as a group, as we heal shame and we discover the things that in the past had felt like deficits, things like our uniqueness, things like our sensitivities, our perception, our ability to see things differently, our intuition, our softness, our empathy, our potency. When we discover that those things that were deficits in the old way that's not working, that was power over, authority, saying push, struggle, dominate. When we realize that those things that were deficit in that chapter, that level of consciousness, are actually gifts and are the things that will light the way for the new chapter, when we discover that those qualities that looked like deficits in the old way are actually all of the qualities that are highly valuable and needed in the new way, we can start to see ourselves as playing an important role in this new world that will, undoubtedly, that will rise. So as we've done our healing and are currently doing our healing, I want you to remember that it's not just for you, right? Because we can get so bogged down by what's happening in the world so easily. We can get defeated. We can look out into the world and say, it's not safe for me to be who I am, so I'm going to continue hiding. No, it's the opposite. This is the time to shine more brightly. This is the time, if you haven't been on a healing path, to start. If you have, to follow through. And if you've made your way through healing and you really honor, love, and appreciate yourself, and you know your gifts, it's the time to start using those gifts, to start coming out of the shadows, to really own what your potency is. Because we were not recognized in the old way, we minimized ourselves, and we've forgotten our true potency, true power, and our true reason for being here on earth at this time, which is to be a steward, a bridge into a new way. This is why we have become more seen over the decades, to get to a place where we can integrate to a degree and still remember that we're not to be integrated too much, because if we integrate too much into an ill society, we will not remember our role. So whether you're working in an office job, you're an artist, you are a parent, you are a healer, no matter what you're currently doing as far as a role in society, know that you being who you are and appreciating your gifts, these qualities that looked like deficits, by enhancing those things, bringing them into the light, and being seen as you are, as this brilliant homosexual man, being seen as that inspires others and shows a new way. So this is a call to both remember your potency and power and to see it, remember, and remind those of us that have forgotten. To see it in each other when we can reflect that to each other in our community, in our brotherhood. When we can do that for and with each other, then we heal. This is how we heal the rifts in our community. This is how we heal as individuals. And this is how we heal the world at large. So if you're feeling lonely, lost, or defeated, you don't need to spiritually bypass those things and pretend that you're not feeling them. But also, don't let that be the majority of what you are focused on and what you are feeling. You can hold those things in one hand as you heal, and you can also hold in the other where you're going, and that you do know that there is a potency, a power, a brightness about you. And eventually, you can hold more of that light, that brilliance, that purpose. You can hold more of that. More of your attention gets focused there. As you heal, that's what you lean towards. So please do not wait for circumstances in the world to change for you to feel like it's the right time to heal, be seen, and express yourself. This is the time to do those things. This is the time to appreciate the fact that you've been on the outside and that you're not like everybody else. So something that you can do in this very moment, as soon as you end this video, is reach out to a homo brother of yours and remind him of his brilliance, his radiance, his purpose for being here, so that we can come together and do what we're here to do. I'm sending you so much love and power, and remember to keep stoking that within yourself and within your brothers. Till next time.